my fellow Minecraft nerds, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft from the Dudecraft Java PC single-player world. I am your host, Mojo Roberts 2600, also known as the Dude of Minecraft, and the last episode was probably my favorite episode of the series so far, and that is where I constructed the Double Blaze XP spawner awesomeness, goodies of greatness, and all that good stuff too. And if you haven't seen that video, I recommend you go back and check that out. But today is episode 7, and I've got something a little quicker planned for today's episode. And I'm going to be knocking out a bridge in this area right here so I can get over to the other shore there, which leads to the old original village. And do not adjust your headsets, those are birds singing behind me. This has become the new norm here where I'm sitting out on my back porch making these recordings. One thing with the audio though, I am noticing here and there that some of the clips where I'm recording my plane, I'm not actually getting the game sound through. So that's something I'm going to have to be a little more mindful that the sound seems to start and stop on its own when it wants to, and I don't realize until days later when I'm going back and looking at the clips that I've recorded that hey, these clips don't have any game sound in them. So that's kind of annoying. Something I'll have to deal with and watch out for in the future. But the sounds of nature are the sounds you're going to get for this episode in addition to my voice. And what I'm doing here is I'm sort of bringing up the level of where I'm going to run this bridge across, and as you can see I'm running a little dirt path across and gauging myself a width and the length of the bridge. Now you may or may not recall a while back I had done a video where I had done a huge long tide arch construction bridge. It was about 120 blocks from end to end. I'm not going to be doing that type of bridge here. This is going to be more of a small scale bridge that makes sense for this actual town that I'm building up here. We'll get into the bigger and better projects down the road, but for now I'm looking for a basic small bridge, and I sort of have an idea here, and it involves building up these pillars out of stone bricks, and I'm just trying to work out the details here of how I'm going to do that. For this project, I'm kind of considering this a half freestyle sort of job, where I have a basic idea in mind of what I'm going to do, but I'm sort of freestyling also as I go along to work in the details of what I'm trying to do. So the basic idea is that we're going to have these stone brick tower supports on each end, and then it's going to sort of arch a little bit over the middle, and you'll see that as I go along. But I'm going to put in these stairs here for detail, and it's going to give the pillars just a little bit of shape and a little bit of texture when viewed from afar. And as you can see here, I've got that in. Get rid of this dirt here. Step back and take a look. Okay, looks good. Right, so I'm going to replicate that over there. And I've added in some detail with the cobblestone walls and the smooth stone slab down below. And I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to start bringing this small section here from the tower back to the actual land. Now if you subscribe to my channel, you may have noticed that I've started a brand new series over the past couple days. And that's where I'm playing through the classic N64 game, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So check that out if you would. Stop over there, leave me a like, let me know what you think. And then also, if you haven't, like this video. Let me know what you think of this bridge and how it's going and how the series is going. But yeah, I'm a classic gamer at heart. I've been playing video games for a very long time. Minecraft happens to be one of my favorites of all time. So my channel is mainly dedicated to that, but I do plan on doing this throwback series where I will play through different games, and I started with Ocarina of Time first. And the hardest part of that is to kind of break down the game into digestible sections, because I could do it in a style where I record a 4-hour video, but I know no one's going to watch that. But if I can break it down into smaller digestible sections, maybe 20 minutes at a time, people may be more likely to check that out. So if you would, go over and leave a like on that series. But as you can see here, I'm putting in a small little arch section where the bridge is going to attach to the mainland here, or the island, I should say. And I think that looks pretty good. And again, to sort of talk about The Legend of Zelda for a minute here, I think a lot of my style, in particular when I am building in Minecraft, comes from that sort of late medieval sort of style that's prevalent in the Zelda games. So it's influenced me on more than one level. And I'd like to think that this bridge, at least when we're done with it, would be something that would fit into that style. So we're just going to keep going here. Sort of freestyling with how I want this bottom section of the arch to look. It's looking good so far. Maybe just change something here. And this is where the freestyling, it sort of comes into play. I don't know exactly how I want this to look, but I'll know it when I see it. And also, I can hear you through cyberspace and across space and time saying, why don't you use your shovel here? And you're absolutely right, I should. But that will be something that I work on finishing off later on. But as you see here, I'm beginning to start where the walkway is going to be featured. And if you look here, it sort of arches way up in the middle, and it comes back down on either side. But with these logs here, I'd like to sort of disguise that log end. I don't want that to be seen, so I'll use the dark oak stairs there, and I think that sort of looks pretty cool. And of course I'll have to bring this over to the other side here. And let me just jump around for a minute. Right, so let's bring this log thing over across the other way, and of course I put the stair up wrong. Sometimes it is that way, but it's okay. Small mistakes are easily corrected. So what I'm doing here, I want to sort of mark this out, and I believe I'm doing this right. And if I'm wrong, as I say, there's nothing that can't be fixed in about 2 seconds. But I'm going to bring this log over from this side, and I believe that this is the block where I need to go up. So let me come up here and continue to run this log across to the other side. And I'm sort of second guessing myself, but I think we come up one more right here. And there we go, we've met in the middle. So then I'll have to replicate this on the other side, make it match. We'll get rid of all the dirt that's over here and start building this up properly. Okay, as you can see here, I've worked out a bit of the engineering, and we've got the arch over the top, and I've duplicated it on the other side, and then also worked in the walkway. I'm going to cap off these log ends really quick. As you can see, the bridge is, well, it's looking like a bridge now, isn't it? We've got a little bit more detail work to go up on the top side, and I'll get to that in just a moment. And as you can hear back there over my shoulder, the birds are singing their songs still, and hopefully they don't sing anything that's copyright protected. I'd hate to get a copyright claim based on what a bird is singing in the background of my videos. But as I said, I'm recording outdoors. This is the best place for me to do this. And let's just walk across this bridge here and take a look, and you see we go all the way across, nice arch up and over the top, but it's getting dark, so let me come back. Okay, I've started adding in some decoration with the stone brick stairs up there, and I'm going to give this bridge a little bit more detail, and I'm wrapping under some stone brick slabs to give the appearance that this is what is holding the bridge up, is part of it, part of its structure. And yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. And I think I want to do that right here also. Yeah, that feels about right. So as I said, a little bit of freestyle, a little bit of planning, and a lot of coolness, I think. I think this bridge is looking good so far. And we're just about done with it. You'll have to forgive me for the airplane noise there. I mean, the birds I could sort of deal with. The airplane noises, I don't really want those in my videos so much, but there they go, flying over. But I'm just going to add in a little bit more detail to make this sort of look like it's all connected together. Alright, now that the underside is complete, I'm adding in a little bit more detail up on the top here, and putting in some trap doors along that edge, and they're a half slab below the walkway, so it gives the appearance of a railway that you can kind of look over as you're going across the bridge. And as we jump off and take a look, and now we take a look at nighttime, I just would like to make sure that it kind of lights up a little bit. I want it to look cool lit up at night. So I think under the very middle block of this bridge here, I'm going to put a piece of glowstone. Bam. And if we back up here, we can see everything is very well lit. Looks really cool. I'm very pleased with how this is going so far. But I think I'm going to jump into bed because the nighttime is dangerous time. And I prefer not to deal with any monsters while I'm making my videos. So I'll just hit the bed here. And we wake up in my torch-filled room. One thing I want to do here, I want to update the map. I did sort of update it about halfway through, and you could sort of see it before that, but now the map is updated. And, yeah, it's starting to look like something. Basically, this is going to be an island that contains a village. Most of it will be a village. And then my big, huge project server eventually is going to go on that south shore down here. And that's going to be something large, something castle-esque along those lines. And you'll see that in a future episode. So if you liked my video, consider subscribing, leaving me a like, and definitely down in the comments let me know what you think of how it's going so far. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be all the time that I have for today. I've enjoyed building the bridge and getting it on a video for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching the construction yourself. And until next time, this is Mojo Roberts, the Dude of Minecraft, saying see ya!